All right, and now let's get into some power rankings. It is the first episode of the month. As always, we do the power rankings, and it is the last month of the Major League Baseball season, which is crazy to think about, but let's get into it. I'm bringing my producer, Conrad, back out here to walk me through these rankings, so let's do this.
All right, Ben. First up, at number 10, the Atlanta Braves.
I love the Braves. Love what they did at the trade deadline. Totally revamped their team. Wouldn't have thought they'd would have looked like this heading into the season, but they do. They're playing great baseball. Number 10.
Quick question. Would Acuna make them a top 5 team in baseball right now?
Yes.
Got it. Number 9, Toronto Blue Jays.
I love the Blue Jays. We talked about them earlier. I just think they're really exciting. They're built for the future, but they are built for right now as well. They are really good. I don't know if they can make the playoffs, but if they do, watch out.
This one kind of surprised me. Number 8, the Boston Red Sox.
Yeah, they've been the leaders of the AL East for most of the year, I think, still. The Rays have been leading it for a while now, but for most of the first half, it was the Red Sox. They're a great baseball team. And they went through a little skid post-deadline, but they're back to playing good baseball. They're winning important games. I like the Red Sox. I think they squeeze in, and having the addition of Chris Sale back really helps them, I think, if they make it to the playoffs.
Yeah, I agree on that part. All right, number 7, the New York Yankees.
Yeah, look, the Yankees were the expected favorites in the AL East, and they just weren't playing good baseball. But post-trade deadline, they're really good. And look, I don't even know if it was those acquisitions that itself that made them a good team. I think it was more so just we did something. We were able to do something. We brought new guys in. We brought some clubhouse guys in. Then they went out and started winning a bunch of ball games. They went on the longest win streak of the year in baseball, and I think they're back to being a good baseball team. They're a force to be reckoned with. I don't think they're the best team in the American League, but I think they're a great baseball team now.
Yep. Number 6, the Chicago White Sox.
I still think the Chicago White Sox are the most complete team in the American League. And look, they haven't really had anything to play for. Like, this division, the AL Central, has been wrapped up for a long time. They have a huge lead. But when you look at this roster, the starting rotation, 1 through 5, is incredible. Their lineup is great, and they're now healthy. They're really good. The back end of their bullpen, Kimbrel and Hendricks, this is a tough team to beat. They don't have the playoff experience that some other teams have, so I'll be interested to see how they play once they get there, but they're really, really good.
All right, number 5, those Houston Astros.
I mean, they've just been offensively all year. They've been the best offensive team in baseball in terms of hits.
Don't I know it?
Runs scored. Yeah, as a Mariners fan, they've been giving it to them for sure. But they're really good. There's no way around it. I mean, I know they're not everybody's favorite team in the world, but there's no way around them being one of the best teams in all of baseball. And they are certainly a top 5 team in all of baseball. Certainly one of the top 3 offense in all of baseball. You could argue they're the best offensive baseball. And they have, I just mentioned with the White Sox, that playoff experience and how they don't have it. This team does have it. So they're going to get into the playoffs. They're going to win the division, and they're going to be a dangerous team in the playoffs.
Can Yordan Alvarez ever win an MVP? He is good.
He's really, really good. I don't know if he can win a batting title. I'll tell you that.
All right, number 4, the Milwaukee Brewers.
I love the Brewers. I love them. They're my pick to win the National League. They're my pick to go to the World Series. I love this team. A theme these rankings once you get towards the top has been complete team. And look at this Brewers team. The top of the rotation: Corbin Burns, Brandon Woodruff, Peralta. Like, these guys are Cy Young potential guys. And then you look at the lineup. Since they've added Willy Adames early in the year, they've been awesome. They really flipped a switch and have become one of the best teams in baseball. And then I mentioned back into the bullpen. Nobody's better than Williams and Hader at the back end of that bullpen. Nobody. I love this team. I love the way they play. I don't think they're getting the love they deserve because they're in Milwaukee. I love them to make it to the World Series. They're my prediction. A hot take to make it to the World Series.
I love that. Number 3, the Tampa Bay Rays.
I mean, the best team in the American League. And it just slides under the radar seemingly every year. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of them not getting the love they deserve, the same love that the Yankees and the Red Sox and all these other teams get. Why not? Why not? They consistently do it, and it's arguably more impressive than anybody else. They're not spending the money everybody else is. They just do it internally. They're better than everybody else internally, and they put out a better product than everybody else, spending a quarter of the money everybody else does. It's incredible. I love this team. I really love the acquisition of Nelson Cruz before the trade deadline. I think that's going to be huge for them. They never really do that, go out and get that huge piece to put in the middle of the lineup. I love that pickup. I think Nelson Cruz is going to be a great hitter until he's 60 years old, and he's a great hitter this year.
Another guy people don't talk about, Wander Franco. Watch out, everyone.
Oh my God, his on-base streak is pushing the history. We're almost to the highest he's at 30-some games. He's getting close to the record for a guy that's 21 or younger. It's incredible.
Absolutely incredible. Number 2, the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Look, you know, this series that we talked about it off the top of the show, the Dodgers and the Giants, just putting together a great year. This series they put together, and in full disclosure, this 1 and 2, it's no secret who one's going to be. 1 and 2 came down to Sunday. It legitimately, Conrad, came down to Sunday. I was watching Sunday Night Baseball, which was a great game, and it came down to, look, whoever wins this game will win the season series, will be in first place in the division, and will be in first place in the power rankings. So these two teams are doing something special out in the NL West. The Dodgers, on paper, have the best roster in all of baseball. There's no arguing that. What Max Scherzer has done since they got him at the trade deadline is special. Reminds me of my brother in 2017 when he went to the Astros and just put up the best numbers that I've ever seen. Max Scherzer's doing that. He's going to go into the playoffs and be a dominant pitcher. This team is a force to be reckoned with, and that's why I have them number 2.
Yeah, you want to give me a quick drum roll real quick? Number 1 has to be the San Francisco Giants.
It is. It is. I've just loved watching these two teams battle it out all year. The Dodgers and the Giants have been doing something special out there, and we didn't see it coming from the Giants, which I think makes it even more special. Like they're on paper not in the same room as the Dodgers, but on the field they've played 19 times, and the Giants have won 10 of them. And what they do that just I love, and I watched that whole series this past weekend. What they do is they do the little things right, and they bring in reliever after reliever that just gets outs. Everybody has like a 2 ERA coming out of the bullpen. It's incredible. They got Rogers coming out of the bullpen, scraping his knuckles, throwing off the ground, and he's got a 1-something ERA, getting everybody out. So fun to watch. They put up runs when they need to. They get clutch hits. They get great starting pitching. They do it all. It's so fun to watch these guys. They have been the best team in all of baseball for the majority of the year, and the Dodgers just can't quite pass them. And it's funny to me. It's funny that the Dodgers are spending all this money. They're a fantastic baseball team, but they just can't pass the mighty Giants this year. And that's why they're number 1 on the power rankings heading in to the last final month of the Major League Baseball season. So to recap, that leaves the Braves at 10, the Blue Jays, Red Sox, Yankees, White Sox, Astros, Brewers, Rays, Dodgers, and number 1, the Giants. I'm so excited for the playoffs. I am so excited for the playoffs. There's teams that I didn't think would be this good that are great. What are the Giants going to do in the playoffs? Can the Brewers get to the World Series like I'm predicting? I don't know. Nobody knows, but it'll be fun to watch. Thanks for watching. If you love flipping bats, swinging 3-0, or just talking ball, join us. Call us at 213-537-9339 with your questions. We have a weekly guest, and we have a lot of fun, so hit that subscribe button.